When you think about on a daily basis what it is to just be bold and be brave and be courageous, what does it mean for you? Like, what are the different faces that courage has for you as you go about your life? Whether it's raising kids, being married, doing your job.
I think it's usually the time when you have to talk back to your own insecurity. And we have them, I think all of us have them in every aspect of our life. So it's that moment of doubt. It's talking back to the little voice in your head that says you can't, that you're going to mess up. And so for me, it's kind of cross-checking, taking a sounding on that. Is that real? Or is that kind of phantom image that's not the real deal? So it's being willing to have tough conversations. It's trusting other people as well, knowing that, if you raise kids, it's thinking, how do I empower you to go out and live your life boldly? And sometimes that means, like I think with our older daughter, she's very keen on horseback riding. And, I started her out and I thought, this will be great. She'll do dressage. You go around in a ring. How bad can it be? Of course she likes show jumping.
Yeah.
Of course she likes higher and higher.
She is your daughter.
She is my daughter. I know. And what has been really good, and I find this to be helpful, sometimes I actually have to walk away. You know what I mean? Like if I can't make her be bold, and my husband and I play a little tag team because it makes me nervous sometimes.
Yeah, well.
So I'll wander away till she's got it a little bit mastered, and then I'll come back because the key thing is that she do it.
Yeah.
And I think, cross-checking yourself on those things. And that's why that old, takes a village is really important because we can't always do it right. So my other thing that I'm a big believer in is, and Sophie knows this, but I'm a huge believer in surrounding her with a tribe of wise women. I've been so blessed in my life to have these incredible friends. So I am constantly making sure she sees my cool friends doing cool things and being their warm, loving selves at the same time. All kinds of things. Because they are reference points for her. And they inspire her and enable her and embolden her. So that is part of how, that's very conscious for me.
So what you're saying in terms of just what courage is,
Yes.
is, I get that, and empowering our kids to take risks, knowing that they're real risks sometimes.
Sometimes they are, yeah.
But also, I couldn't agree more, whether it's for our children or for ourselves, surrounding ourselves.
Yes.
You clearly do. But
and with people who are bold too, so that when I do, and we all have those moments where we want to wimp it, not doing that. Just talking back to that. And, again, I do remind myself again and again and again, do what you tell your kids to do. Give it a go. Yeah. Give it a try. How many times have I said that to the kids? Just try, get in there.
Yeah.
And so I try to do that. I try to take my own advice. And I try to step back into it. It's not. Oh my gosh, it's not. That's a thing.
I know. I have to go through this myself.
And it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
But then you start to see, well, I do think it is also, as you say, train the brave. The longer you do it, the more you do it, the more you go, I can do that.
And you know what? And I think on the back of all that, to me, sometimes being courageous is forgiving myself for being imperfect, for sometimes being a bit cowardly and letting the fear win out and just going, I'm human and I have my flaws and I have my insecurities and my imperfections and I didn't do so well today.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to spend the rest of the day beating up on myself.
I think
I'm
that's
going to just recommit to doing better tomorrow. And that in itself, it just connects with that deep fear that we have that we're really not good enough and going, you know what, I am good enough despite the fact that today maybe I wasn't as good as I wanted to be.
Yeah, I absolutely think you've got to be generous because, chances are you're really generous with all your friends and with other people. And where's that generosity? It evaporates. when it comes to ourselves. And, you know, that one's hard.
Yeah, but I tell you what, it's a really important one, because we can be brave and out there and out there and out there. But if we beat up on ourselves when we mess up, then we're not really present to just how cool we are, or to how lucky we are, or to how great our lives are.
Yeah, I agree. So, and I do think, and also all that time that you're spending on that, and I do think I'm getting better at that as I get older. You know, I don't think it's always going to be my number one strength. You know, I do kind of go,
not mine.
Whack, whack, you
It's
know.
not mine. I spend my life going
Oh
like
gosh,
that.
I know, but I am getting better at it, because I'm starting to see things that are, you know, they're different aspects, and the road remains interesting.
It does. And you know, what's that Chinese saying? May you live an interesting life. Well, you know, you certainly have. I have no doubt it will continue to be. And Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.